One of these days I'll remember to set up my mic ahead of time. Okay, apparently I'm live. Should get the, let's see. I have a couple things I need to set up. Oh, hi, Living Corpse. Hi, Monster Mac. I don't think I've seen you before. Okay, now I can see. Where is the pop out the chat? There we go. I do have Winamp open. I just haven't started up the music yet. There it is. Oh, let me change top chat to live chat. Ooh, that's strong tasting, but it's good. Ooh, could have added maybe a little more water. Okay, let me start up the music. I've got some, after Castlevania Bloodlines, I've got a few Symphony of the Night tracks. Not the whole soundtrack, but I got Lee to dig up a few tracks for me, so. Ooh, that's loud on my end. Let me know if it's too loud for you guys. So other than the hair, I feel like I'm pretty close to finishing this damn thing. At least his face and just all of his skin. All of the skin parts. I feel like they're almost done. I think, like, adding, like, some lighter highlights and some darker shadows and just kind of cleaning up the edges, I think that'll do it. I've been fussing over this thing for so long. I feel like it's really time to finish it. The hair is probably going to take a little longer, but... Oh yeah, I gave him some eyelashes. I turned down the opacity a little bit. I thought they looked a little too dark, but I think once I add some darker shadows to his eyelids, I think it'll look better. Oops, where's the Alt key? Welp. I was hoping for chat to be a little more active, but I know probably Special Iron's probably going to be late. So, hi So. Bye So. Trying to figure out what to talk about, yeah. Oh, I should bring up my reference images, shouldn't I? think this was one. Although I moved them over here and they turn dark, right? Oh, that one's not. Okay, good. Alright, let me see if it'll let me put my reference images over here. Medina has no idea what people are talking about. She has unlocked the amazing ability to not offend them by saying, that's interesting. Do I do that? I didn't even notice. I wouldn't be surprised. It sounds like me. Okay, and then there's this one. I like the shading in this one a lot. Oh, poor sad boy. Oh, yeah, see, it went dark. Alright, let's try that one more time. There we go. So, like, there's a weird bug I've noticed. I've mentioned this before, but there's a weird bug where when I drag images over to my left monitor, they turn really dark for some reason. I don't know why. It's not because the other monitor is darker, even though it is. It's they just turn really fucking dark. And I don't know why they do that, but yeah. Sometimes I have to open them in Photoshop and move them over here. Okay, what's... Do I need any others? I think there's one more of him with Elizabeth that's pretty good. Oh, that's right. Actually, yeah, the other one of him with Elizabeth has probably better lighting than the other one. It's this one. You can actually see his eye glowing a little bit in this one. That's cool. There's also that one of Jacob Elordi that actually has similar lighting. Don't want to bother using that at all. I suppose I could. Not really, actually. It couldn't hurt to have it open. Okay. Not a complaint, it's actually a clever way to maneuver it in a conversation to make people not feel deflated when talking about something they are passionate about. Yeah. All right. I think I'll focus on cleaning up the edges a little bit. I'm mostly... Here, I'll unhide the line work for just a minute. I'm mostly going to keep the line work hidden because my goal is to make this lineless art, so... Except the hair. I'm probably going to keep the line work on the hair because I did put a lot of work into that. And I think it mostly looks good. I don't know, some of the lines I might erase, but overall I'm probably going to keep all of this. But yeah, just unhiding it for a second to kind of look at it. Okay, so let me go to the skin shading, normal, and let me just kind of like, I think for now, I'm just going to select these two colors and just try to kind of clean up the jawline a little bit. Let me zoom in a little further. My viewing area on my tablet is a little bit smaller than my monitor. Oh, Dina selected the wrong tool. Take a drink. Move that over a little bit. That is not a good size. I didn't even bother paying attention to what size paintbrush I had selected. I was just going to go with whatever I had. Oh yeah, really quickly I could show you guys the next page of Cybercats that is almost ready to color, not quite. I've added all the dialogue balloons, I just haven't added the little tails so you can see who's talking. But yeah. It's almost done. I just need to finish these dialogue balloons, and then I guess, I don't know, maybe next weekend I'll go back to this. We'll see. Anyway, that's how that's looking right now. What's happening here? Got the skin shading layer, paintbrush. Okay. I'm just making sure it was working, and... oh, there we go. Yeah, he's got a pretty crisp jawline there. Oops. Ah! Go away. Want to hear a riddle? Sure, why not? Really quick, let me try to zoom out. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I'd say that's an improvement. Bring back the lines for a second. Yep. When I clean up this part of his face, I think I need to actually go in and erase a little bit. A woman shot, drowned, and hung her husband, but later they went out to get lunch. How is this possible? Not sure. I'm trying to think if there's different, like, definitions of those words I'm not thinking of, but I can't think of any, so... Let me see something really quick. Okay, yeah, that'll work. I think I'm gonna unhide the line layer for this. The husband's, oh, hi, Tolchok. The husband's a zombie. Yes, I give up. I am stumped. Where's the, okay, well, first of all, hang on a second. Let me, that is the wrong one. What am I trying to do? Skin shading. Let me go back and reselect the colors I had. Should probably hide the line work to do that. There we go. So that was multiply, right? Yeah. She took his shot, drowned, and hung. She took his picture and developed it. Okay, I get shot and hung, but I guess drowned must be a photography term? Oh, well, you put it in some kind of fluid. Okay, That's a little bit, it's a little bit of a reach, but yeah. I get it now. I do have that at 100%. Yeah, I do. Let me, where's the hair? Where's the blonde hair? Let me hide that really quick, because that's a bit of a... Want to hear a dirty joke? Okay. What's happening here? What's... Oh. Well, let's... Oh, that's probably the highlight layer, right? Yeah, skin highlight. That's what that is. Oh, fuck me. There we go. There we go. I think there's a tiny little bit of a lag here. Kids are watching a woman in a bikini be chased by a monster. On their black and white TV, their mom comes in. How can you watch that filth? She wipes the screen clean and the movie is now in color. I knew it was going to be something like that. Let's see, do I have... Okay, let me, Yes, I get it. Oh, I've been trying to tell you that one for months, but the stupid chat wouldn't display it. Oh yeah, because it had the word monster in it. That was quite a... That was a thing that happened. I accidentally blocked the word monster in the chat. I didn't realize for a very long time that I had done that. I can clean up his shoulder there too. What do I want? Skin pink. Oh, that's the shading layer. Right, let me actually just undo that because that's probably only shading. This mic is in an awkward spot. I don't know what's going on today. Oh no, boss music. Oh, there we go. There's that really bumpy part that I wanted to get rid of. A little bit bothered by that shading right there. It's more like chat doesn't like multiple characters speaking, i.e. only one quote is allowed. I don't know if that's true or not, but I did accidentally block the word monster from the chat, accidentally, for a while. No one can stop me from making dad jokes. Why do I hear boss music? That was pretty good timing. Nope. That's gray skin there. What's going on there? I'm not sure what's going on there. What's happening? Let's try delete skin shading again. Yeah, it's working technically. I don't know. Maybe I'm not getting close enough to it. So, oops, that's not it. The back part of the hair. Well, okay. Had the wrong tool selected. Take a drink. What? Okay. I don't know what's happening there. Is that... That's the downside using multiple layers like this. Because it's like, oh, is it the skin color layer? Or is it skin shading layer? Or the skin highlight layer? I'm almost tempted to just collapse them all and just deal with the fallout, but... Yeah, that is the gray skin layer. I don't know why it won't let me erase properly. Oh, there we go. Except I did it a little too much, but at least now I know it's working. Damn it! I'm doing this wrong. There we go. That's a little better, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Smudge out this shadow a little bit, but it won't fucking let me. Hi, Sticks. Oh, hi, Silent Evil. Yeah, not a lot of people here yet. Oops. What? Why are you... Okay, wait. There we go. I was outside Photoshop when I tried to hit Control S. Alright. Gearing up for Halloween's. Yeah, I guess I should be doing that pretty soon. I haven't really gotten into the whole Halloween vibe just yet. My birthday's coming up in a couple days. I guess I'm focused on that. I guess probably right after my birthday I'll start thinking about Halloween. So here's something I've been putting off. Where is reference? There we go. I want to add that dark color to his lips. Where's a good... Oh... Seems like it doesn't quite reach the edge of his lip. I think that goes for top and bottom. That's maybe not the best image, but it's... Also trying to figure out what color it is. I think it's kind of... It's not black. He doesn't have black lips, but they're kind of a brownish color. Of course, the lighting is completely different in every single one of these images. So, he never looks the same in any image. That's why it's such a pain in the butt drawing this guy. Yeah, see, but this image is a little more washed out than this one, so... But that could sort of gives an idea of the placement, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it seems like it doesn't quite reach the edge of his lips, so... I guess I'm probably going to go with a brown color. Trying to figure out what color this is. They almost look a little bit reddish here. Well, cool fact, space, as in the actual vacuum of space, can crystallize. Can turn into a physical crystal. Weird. Space isn't really empty. It's a different type of medium. Interesting. So I need to make yet another layer, because there aren't nearly enough. I have a layer for his eyelids and a layer for his tear duct. Oh yeah, that's another thing I was meaning to do. You know what? I'm gonna collapse those into one layer. Okay, hang on. It's not great to do this with my... not great to do this with my tablet in the way, but... Another thing I've been meaning to do is desaturate this a little bit, because it's a little bit too pink. I think I wanted to, yeah. Let's see. Oh, even that actually helped a lot. I also want to make them a little less pink. Oh yeah, that made a big difference right there. I kind of feel like maybe I ought to make this whole area a lot darker, because it is in this area where there's this heavy shading, but then this thing practically looks like it's glowing. So yeah, I definitely need to work on that area a bit more. Because even just looking at this image, you really don't see, like, the, what do they call this, the water line? You really don't see the water line too well, the water line and the tear ducts. I mean, they're visible, but I think I made them a little too visible. Actually, I think maybe I overdid it a tad. Okay, I think that'll do for now, at least. Wonder if Super Chat can get some Fester's Quest music. Hey, if someone wants to give me a Super Chat to play Fester's Quest music, I'll do it. The conditions to turn space into a crystal is insane. You need either a neutron star or a black hole. Huh. That's the first time hearing about that. Interesting. What was I gonna do next? Oh yeah. I was gonna do the lips, and yeah, do it on a separate layer so I don't have to worry too much if it's not perfect. And I'm gonna bring back the line. I really need to, like, kind of accentuate the shape of his upper lip a little bit more. It gets lost when you hide the line work. So I'm gonna bring back the line work so to remind me of where the edges are. It's a recent discovery. They theorized it but only just proved it this year. Interesting. Anyway, oh, I think we're in Symphony of the Night music now, because I don't recognize this tune. Okay. This is so awkward. I need more space. L-I-P-S. Enter. And what color am I gonna use? I'll probably want to set it to multiply. Well, I did say I was going to go with brown. It's sort of a reddish brown in that image. I don't know if I have mixed feelings about that, but I could, like, have it be a similar color as his hair. Yeah. The image I'm looking at, again, I'm looking at this image for reference. Yeah, it's actually a totally different color than his hair. Well, here's what I'll do. start with his hair color and then make it redder. I won't make it darker yet because like I said, I think I'm gonna set this to multiply. So the idea is that it's more of a tint than anything. No iron today or any other more regulars. Yeah, special iron, like his work hours changed, so he tends to show up about an hour in now. This theme plays from the old guy you buy the stuff, buy and sell stuff to. Ah, okay. I've only played Symphony of the Night like once. So I'm not super familiar with it. Still blows my mind they proved gravity waves are real in 2015. Now the instruments have gotten so good they detect black holes and stars colliding every 2 days. Wow. Okay. I'm weirdly afraid to do this. I don't know why. It's the whole reason for doing this on a separate layer, is if I fuck up, it's no big deal. Yeah, I'm already thinking this might be too dark. To be fair, though, it does look kind of dark in some pictures, but... yeah, this feels like overkill. I'm gonna mess around with maybe making this semi-transparent or something. Do I have this brightness on this thing turned all the way up? I think I do, yeah. My tablet's a little darker than the monitor, so like anytime I look at the monitor, sometimes I can see errors that I couldn't see on the tablet. Maybe, erase a bit. Don't worry, I'm gonna... I don't need a brush that big. Trust the process. I am gonna go in and... Trying to make the edges a little softer, but it didn't really work. Maybe I need a bigger brush. Here's an idea. What if I make this brush a lot smaller and then I could like go through and kind of like that brush is way too big. I'm trying to like kind of like indicate like the grooves, you know, in his lip. That's what I'm kind of trying to do here. I'm not doing a very good job yet. Oh, there we go. Okay, this is a little bit more like what I was imagining. Does the upper lip have the grooves too? I think it does. of smudging so that that looks a little bit better. Okay. I don't know if I like that really brown color. It does match this image, but maybe something more like that would be better. It's so hard to know what to base what to base him off of, because like his colors are wildly different depending on the fucking scene of the movie. Like all right, let me mess around with saturation here. I think I do like that a little better, and let's maybe bring down the opacity, maybe not that much. God, I cannot make up my mind about this. I'll just leave it like that for now. Symphony of the Night is available. Oh, I know. I mean, I've played it before. I think we probably have it on Steam. I can't remember how far I got into it. Maybe halfway through? If 2 stars or 2 black holes collide, it creates gravity waves that can detect here on Earth, that we can detect on Earth. Funky Castlevania. Oh. You know what? I never did quite finish cleaning up the side of his face here. Let me start with the skin highlight layer, because I feel like that's probably where a lot of this lighter part is coming from. I always have mixed feelings about these remixes. I guess this one sounds okay, so I'll let it go. Honestly, I was thinking of putting a little more shading on the side of his face anyway, so could stand to do away with some of the highlight there. And let's see, that's the gray skin. There we go. Gravity makes waves in space. Interesting. Okay, we don't need an Echo movie. You're alone with that one, Styx. Hi, Alexi. Oh, my eyes are a little bit... I think I need to rest my eyes for a second. Someday I will finish this fucking drawing. Let me hide the lines for a second, see how it's looking. Well... I think I am gonna skip this one. It's like a jazz band version of it. Eh. Yeah, but Sonic has characters that, you know, talk. Not every video game franchise would work as a live-action movie. Dina, I'm gonna skip this one. Gets a funkier one. Wasn't so much the level of funk. It was just more like the style of it that didn't quite jive with me. I've never played Spyro the Dragon, so I can't really comment on that. Well, now I have to go in and... That's okay, I figured this would happen. I have to go in and clean it up the other way. Where'd my pen go? Yeah, okay. There we go, that's better. That's weird how once I added the dark tint to the lips, like all of the shading and highlights is gone. Actually, wait a second. What if I put it under the shading and highlight layers? Oh well. More shading, too much highlight, maybe. Interesting. Echo talks, but we would require subtitles. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to read subtitles. I think most people wouldn't. Okay, let me, I just thought of something. I should fuss with this highlight a little bit. What did I have that set to? Like, one of the really small ones, 16, 12, something like that. That should work. working a little bit. Let me try to... I don't want quite as much highlight now. Now that I've decided his lips are darker. I think that's looking a little better. Something weird happened when I made his lips darker. All of a sudden his mouth looks smaller. That's weird. That's weird how stuff like that happens. I'm not complaining, it's just an observation. I really want Del Toro Lady Frankenstein. Yeah, I was really hoping he was going to go the bride route in that movie, and then he didn't. That would be a good excuse to have a sequel. I would love to see more of this guy. Let me go ahead and oops. What did I do there? Oh, I forgot to... Oh my god. I forgot what color I had selected. There we go. I can see a little bit better where the edge of his skin is now. So much of these streams is just me staring at this thing and trying to figure out what to do next. Okay, let me go back to the skin shading here, which is what I should have been doing all this time, really. Let's see, I want to add a little bit of shading to the edge here. Not sure what color yet. I'll select both of these and just kind of figure it out as I go, I guess. Multiply, and I'll close that one for now. Just trying to decide where I could put shading. Kind of along here would work. So much of these streams is us trying to figure out what to talk about with you. God, I don't want to play more Stray, because that game got too fucking hard. I think I've officially given up on it now. I really wanted to beat it, but... Oops, hang on. I'm going to... There's the control button. I hope that's not a bad idea. I hope that doesn't mess up the edges. If it does, I guess I can clean them up yet again. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if I like that or not. Is that a weird spot for a shadow? Maybe there should be a highlight there. Originally I had a highlight there. No, I think that could work. Whoops. Ah. Oops, nah. Here, where's the highlight? Let me erase some of that. There. Ah, Dina selected the wrong tool. Take a drink. Maybe this shading is a little dark. What was I trying to do just now? I had a brain fart. What was I doing? Oh, I want to switch back to brush here. I smudged a little too hard. I also need some kind of shading in like this area, like behind the nose, to kind of accentuate the nose a little bit, because and then of course I'll want to put a highlight. This one has a little bit of shading next to the nose, so nope. Let's see. Let me pick a lighter color that I can use here. It's a lighter shading that. Oh, no, that's... Is that a shading color? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Nope. Damn it. Okay, switch to fucking brush, you dumb fuck. Okay, multiply. I don't want this to look like an outline, but if I make it subtle enough, I think it'll work. You know, I've contemplated maybe giving Oxygen Not Included another shot sometime. So I just might sometime. Oh wait. It's not outside the realm of possibility I might give that game a shot again someday. I was really bad at it though, let's be honest. Tiny butt. I don't know if you guys could see Tara or not. I can't see my camera. It's completely hidden behind reference images. Okay, maybe I can kind of do away with that highlight somewhat. Oh, there's Special Iron. Yeah, just about an hour in, like I expected. So we're back to the subject of Dina's female gaze. That's a good way of putting it. Soul is like over in his box on the other side of the room. Let me see, where's my... Oh yeah, you can't. There's no way you could have seen Tara unless... Let's see. Yeah, no, she's well behind. Well beyond the camera. Sorry about that, but oh well. Anyway, let me unhide all of my reference images here. Bink. Bink. I enjoyed Oxygen Not Included as well. I always ended up hitting roadblocks with it though. So much you have to know what to do and when. You know, I never like published that final stream I did because it went so badly. I was like, it went so badly I was kind of embarrassed about it. If any of you remember the last Oxygen Not Included stream I did, where I gave up on the game. I remember somebody telling me like, oh, you shouldn't build this, you shouldn't build that, you should just keep it really basic, but like that sounds kind of boring, so I don't know, if the game has to be played that way, maybe it's just not for me. Skin highlight. So, skin highlight is just straight up white, isn't it? Oh. That's right, I had it, so I had it set to screen. Oh, the opacity was turned down, but it's... I turn the opacity all the way, if it'll let me. Yeah, it's just white. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh my god, excuse me. Oh, what did I have that set to? 42 or something? I think I'm gonna create yet another layer that's just white for like all the brightest highlights. Let me go ahead and... Actually, let me bring back the lines for a minute, make sure I don't make his nose all misshapen. I mean, there's probably a highlight along the edge of the nose anyway. What am I doing? You just got done saying that the highlights are white. Just go along the whole edge of the nose. His nose is just not... I'm having a hard time getting his nose to look defined. Did it look better before I did that? Oh my god, it did. I fucked it all up. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't hide the line work. He needs some more shading on the bottom of his nose too. That would probably help. When you lost over half your workforce, Dinaco honestly wasn't the safest company to work for. The one asset with the biggest growth was the graveyard. You had to remind me of that. I had so many of those workers die. God damn it. I can't believe I've been doing this for over an hour already. It feels like I just started. Frankie looks like he doesn't want any toast either. Gas management ultimately became the biggest problem. Yeah, but I don't know if you guys remember, but I remember there was someone giving me tips on how to play the game, and it's basically like, oh, don't build all this stuff, don't do this, don't do that, and I'm like, sounds kind of boring though. if you don't build all the cool stuff. Here comes Panzer Dragoon Saga soundtrack. One method was to dig a hole to the surface and use a pipe and vent system to get rid of excess carbon dioxide. Yeah, you know, I never did make it to the surface, which I guess is supposed to be like the main point of the game, which, I don't know, I just wasn't playing it that way. I think maybe that's what that guy was telling me. It's been a while, but I think maybe he was telling me to, like, focus on digging to the surface, and admittedly, I wasn't really trying to do that so much. All right, maybe I'll focus on shading under his nose, because somehow somehow I didn't add any shading to the bottom of his nose, and I don't know why I didn't do that. Maybe, I guess in this image, the bottom of his nose doesn't have much shading, so maybe that's the one I was looking at the most. But there's a lot in this one. And even in this one, where their shading's a little bit flat, even there he's at least got some shading under his nose. I don't know why I didn't do any of that. Okay, so I have to switch to normal anytime. Okay, so let's go with these darker colors again. Multiply. Let's start with the lighter color. Oops, hang on. Oh, what am I doing? Why am I not? Okay, there we go. Let me try to go around the black there because I don't want to lose that. So it's actually darker over here. That's maybe a little darker than it needs to be, but we'll see how it looks after I smudge it out. That might work. That might do it. Do 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 do. Is that any kind of? I just. Why is this nose being so difficult all of a sudden? Okay, well. Hang on. Let me add a little more darkness under here. And I've just destroyed the shape of it. I'll bring back the line work in a second and see. Oh god, that somehow looks... I don't know what happened there. Oh, yep, okay. Well, see, this is why... this is why we have the line work level. Not level. Layer. Wow, brain fart. Okay, normal. Let me grab the color I have here so I can reshape this a little bit. Okay, I should probably like zoom out too. That's another thing. I'm very zoomed in here. Zoom out and hide the line layer and maybe I've just been staring at this too long. I have not played System Shock. So much to keep up with. You also have to design specific rooms with specific purposes to drive up their morale. This would allow you to a lot more skill points, yeah. I don't know. Maybe one of these streams I will try playing Oxygen Not Included again. I don't know. Do you guys want me to play Oxygen Not Included again? I can't hear this music without seeing the cutscenes in my head. Yeah, I know, because you always narrate them. It was announced just the other day a new System Shock game is coming out in VR. Oh, interesting. I just played Duke Nukem 3D. I've never played any of those. You have to keep on top of your research at all times to keep getting those better technologies. Dina trying her best not to destroy Frankenstein's nose. I don't know why that sounds so funny. That's literally what I was doing. Okay, now that I've looked away from it and I'm looking back, it doesn't look quite so bad. It looks a little flat. It still needs work, but like I think I'm getting somewhere with it. I'm thinking I'm going to put some of this really dark shading kind of underneath the nose. I think that'll help. He's so pretty, though. Why are you so pretty? Well, it's Jacob Elordi for one thing. Anyway, sorry. Talk about getting distracted by the sexy. I've just noticed you've given him some eyelashes. Yeah, I played around with that last night. I think they look all right. I was actually talking about this earlier. I thought maybe they were showing a little too much, so I made that layer a little bit transparent. Yeah, it's 70% opacity. I don't know if it's gonna stay like that, but also I'm thinking I'm gonna add some darker shading around the eyes. So I think I'm just worried about them like being a little too, you know. But like, you know, like Jacob Elordi's got some eyelashes on him, so. And the images turned dark. What the fuck? It didn't do that before. Whatever, I'll close that for now. Actually, hang on a second. Never mind, I don't need it open right now. Oh yeah, but I forgot to give him I forgot to give him lower lashes though, so that's something I'm gonna have to work on at some point. Dead Space was influenced by Asian horror. I can see that. But System Shock was not. The way he's looking at me reminds me of a quote from Firefly. Jane, you want to tell me why there's a statue of you here looking at me like I owe him something? Space tortoises? Not sure what you're talking about there. Does Frankie not have eyelashes? I mean, he kind of does. You can see in some of these images, like, oh, actually, you can kind of see it in this one. Like, you can really zoom in. It's it's a dark image, so it's a little hard to see, but... Oh, and it went dark. God damn, this fucking... Why does it do that? There's a great way to accurately draw characters, even if you can't draw their faces very well. Just draw them facing the other way. Lashes should be drag. See, you're making a joke, but that's actually kind of what I was getting at. I don't want him to look like he's in drag. I'm afraid if I make the eyelashes too obvious, it'll have that effect, which I don't want. All right, back to... Boy, it's a pain having to switch this to... What? You know what would have been a really good idea? Well, no, I still would have had to switch it to normal before. I was going to say I could have, like, put little color swatches on the side. But I would still have to switch it to normal for multiply, so... Do-do-do. Do-do-do. This is some of my favorite music in the game. Hi, baby girl. What's going on down there? Okay. No. Hang on. Sorry, she was wanting tummy scritches. Oops, I left that set to normal. I didn't mean to do that. Multiply. The little creatures called hashes. Oh, that's right. You could breed and harvest them. I referenced them as space tortoises. Oh god, I forgot all about that. Geez, you have a better memory of that than I do. The stupid sexy Flanders effect, yep. Michael Jackson had some cool Victorian zombies dancing, not in Thriller, but in another one. What other video did he have dancing zombies in? I only know of Thriller. That's the only one I can think of anyway. Tara always makes sure not to get too close when the glowing rectangle is on. Yep. Oh, you see them lashes now? Yeah. I think I can make the lashes work. I just they'll need some tweaking, but like I said, after I add some darker shading to like make them less obvious, I think they're probably going to be fine. All right. I keep procrastinating. Let me see. Microphone there. Let me get a smaller brush here. All right, let me zoom out once again. Progress is so slow on this. It's like, it's kind of the opposite of how my Cybercat art goes. think. I'm trying to think if I want a little bit of reflected light down here. I probably don't, because once I hide the lines, excuse me, it's going to be hard to see where the bottom of the nose is, so it's going to, yeah. So let me actually... His nostril's gonna get lost there, but that's okay. It's gonna come back when I, oops. Let me redo that. It's gonna come back when I add, I'm gonna add some, like, black shading to that at some point. And then it'll come back. God damn it, I keep... Why? Stop. I guess you guys can't see that. A little thing came up on my, there we go. A little display thingy came up on my tablet. I don't think it came up on the monitor though, so. Alright. Oh, hide the lines. That gives me a better idea of how it looks. Okay, I need to... I think I ruined the shape of it slightly. I need to add a little more shading just outside the nose. Oh, man. I can almost see right up his nose. Okay, let me... I was gonna try to reshape his nose a little bit. I kind of ruined the shape of his nose slightly, but I can fix it. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Trust the process. Need more of that color. Let me bring back the lines. Thing is, the lines are a little bit thick, so it's like, do I go inside or outside the lines? Or do I go into the middle? If that makes any sense to anybody but me. Let me get a smaller brush here. Let me see if this might be too dark of a color to use here, is it? It's darker than what I've been using, but it works okay, I think. Yeah, that works out okay. Wait. Hang on a second. Gotta be careful with my smudging here. I only want to smudge the edge here, not the edge that's against the nose. where I fucked up before. Alright, let's see. Oh, it's 2:30 already. What the fuck? Let me see if I can open, where's that one reference image that I like? There we go. Aha! See, if I open it in the other monitor, sometimes it's okay. Why did I open that? Oh yeah, I wanted to look at his nose a little bit. Yeah, it seems to be a slight highlight right over the nostril. I think that's a good thing to have. Ah, messed up my ears there. Dino, no, I massacred my baby boy's looks. Look how I massacred my boy. The nose will be fine, Dina. Keep telling yourself the nose will be fine. Can Frankie get a Frankenstein animal friend? That would be cute as hell. He does get along with regular animals really well. Okay. I'm thinking... You know, I was talking about the line being really thick and like, do I go outside or inside the line? I don't want to go inside the line. Again, if that makes sense to anyone who isn't me. So let me go back and... Oh! Wrong tool, take a drink. Yeah, this is one song on the soundtrack where I always imagine what's happening in the scene when it's on. I'm totally imagining Gash on his Coolia. What is going on there? Something doesn't look right. I am on the skin shading layer. Oh, I see, I see. Can I... Okay. I need to go into the skin gray layer. And also fix it there. That is not helping. That's making it worse. Why is it making it worse? What is that? Highlight? Ah. Oh, that's okay. I see, I was not on the skin highlight layer. Let me just go ahead and... We don't need any highlights in that spot. Don't need any there either. I see the hearts from the corner of my eye. Thank you. Also like... Oops, nope. I have to make sure I have the right color for that. Oh my god, this is getting complicated. Alright. Okay, well I need to... We don't need any highlights here. Oh my god. Wrong tool. Fucking hell. Skin highlight, you dumb fuck. Oh my god, I cannot do anything right today. Okay. Skin shading. Why? Nope. Let's smooth out his nose a little bit. And what doesn't look right there? Oh, that's on the skin shading layer. Okay. Oh, yep. Okay. Did I save? I don't remember. Saving again, anyway. Just in case. Oh boy. Nose is still looking a little rough, but it's gradually getting there. It looks worse when I hide the line layer, because then his nostril disappears. Whoa, I got way behind on the chat. Oh, my eyes are getting tired. Let me, get rid of the marching ants. He is coming together. It's such a slow process. Let's hide the line layer. That always gives me a better idea. Yeah, it's getting there. I need to accentuate his Cupid's bow and the edge of his lip there, but it actually looks a lot better after adding the little dark tint there. It makes his lips a little more, like, I don't know, accentuated, I guess. The nose is like I have even the bridge, but it's not hunchback nose. One little detail I think is kind of neat is if you compare, Jacob Elordi doesn't quite have that kind of nose. What's a good example? Let me see. Let me bring up the image of Jacob Elordi that I... Oops. Okay, that's not... There we go. That's what I meant to do. Yeah, I think my eyes are getting tired. I think I might have to just, like, spend the rest of the stream just, like... Just getting caught up on the chat. So, like, where's a good example of, the creature has, like, a little bump on his nose. Yeah, that little bump on his nose right there, Jacob Elordi doesn't have that. I think it's kind of neat that they just kind of added that. They're like, he needs a bump right there. It does give him character, I like it. But it's interesting to note that that was something that they added. Take away the red line, goes into his mouth, and appears on his upper lip. Makes him look a little as though he has a hair in his mouth. Does it? I could kind of see it. Frankenmutt. With an undead pet, he needn't worry about them dying. Yeah. Hi, Tyrant King. Oh my god, my eyes are... I can barely, like... Well, I probably need new glasses for one thing, but even without that... It's hard reading the chat, actually. Give him the cat from Pet Cemetery. I would not do that to him. Hi, George. Good morning. Gosh, hey, take it easy, buddy. Edge, I'm not your buddy, pal. I'm not your pal, friend. I'm not your friend, guy. Looks like a supermodel here. Now let me zoom out even a little more. So we can just kind of, oops. Do I have the right, I did not have the right tool selected. Imagine that. There we go. I do think I made some reasonable headway here. Like, he looks noticeably different than he did at the beginning of the stream. Whereas other streams, I'm like, what did I even do? It doesn't look any different. I might add even maybe make the shading even a little darker along the edge of his face there. It does make it, help it look a little more three-dimensional. Even though the light source is coming from this side. Glad to catch a stream. Kind of want to have something to listen to while I get a character sheet done. Although my drawing skills is like a child, I'm still trying to improve. Yeah, well, you know, practice. Practice is always good. Frankie looks a little weird without his nose. Just hate how it's been raining like crazy recently and now the outside feels like soup or something due to the humidity. I hate that. Excuse me. It's been really hot here, but it's been kind of cooling down a little bit. Like it's only in the low 90s this week rather than in the high 90s and hundreds. Still doing a lot better than Holly. Holly didn't know what to make the nose out of. Oh. Multiple posts incoming. Yesterday at a film festival, I saw a New Zealand movie called Mum, I'm Alien Pregnant. Oh, Mum, I'm Alien Pregnant is the whole title. About an awkward woman who has an encounter with an awkward man with an alien penis. What? I'm guessing it's an indie film. Indie films can get weird. Oh, did Flash show up last week? I think Flash showed up like near the end. Maybe, or was last week the time when he posted in the Discord after? I'm gonna take my little, what do I call this? Pen glove, my pen glove off. This is looking really good now. Thank you. Like I said, I can look at it and go, yeah, I made a lot. I can see all the changes this time because I feel like there were previous streams where I was just like, what did I even do all stream? Like it'll look the same to me at the end. Really funny. Guian speaks volumes about body autonomy as well as how pregnant women are expected to behave, especially when the pregnancy is unwanted. 8 out of 10. Interesting. Dina the Ant Queen. Hi, Christopher. Most bizarre discovery. I'm at a DVD sale. Jodelle Ferland from the first Silent Hill movie was also in Bigger, Fatter, Liar, an in-name only sequel to the Frankie Muniz movie. Oh. He was, I guess he must have been in a movie called Big Fat Liar. I don't remember that. Yeah, I've seen Jodelle Ferland in a couple episodes of The Haunting Hour, if anybody remembers that show. Probably nobody does, but it was a really good show. It was interesting seeing her in it. The fun thing is that she played a witch in both of them, but not the same character. She played 2 different characters who were witches. The stream is synchronicity. I thought something about either Sonic or space stuff earlier today. That's funny how that works. There's also a Q&A and an opportunity to get your picture taken with the alien baby. I did, shared with friends, and one thought I was an uncle again until she took a second look. That's funny. That reminds me of another scene from Firefly when a traveling showman claims to have evidence of alien life. Simon takes one look at it and determines it to be an upside-down cow fetus. That's funny. I guess I don't remember Firefly that well. I know I've watched it, but I think I've only watched it through like once. I've seen Serenity a couple times. I've been drawing since May, although I did take a break for a bit due to the heat. It's summer, so things get hot. I think my skills are improving bit by bit, even if it's super small. Well, it's good that you're trying, if nothing else, especially if you're new to it. I've been drawing since I was a little kid, so... Ju-on should have a remake. Isn't that The Grudge? It did have a remake. Or do you mean they should remake it in Japan? I didn't see the start. Yeah, he does look really well shaded. Thank you. Oh, hey, Flash. Speak of the devil. I wonder what Frankie is saying in this shot. I love that y'all have nicknamed him Frankie. I remembered in time this week. Oh, that's right. Last week was when you missed it. I couldn't remember if that was last week or a previous one. He's saying fish tacos. I'm doing all right. Hope you are too. Waiting for news on a French or Japanese Blu-ray deluxe edition release of Return to Silent Hill, which will have a full Christoph Gans commentary. Of course you are. I'm good. I am hoping to have a video about that movie done sometime in the middle of next month. At least that's my deadline. It could end up being done sooner. I guess maybe this weekend I should watch that fucking movie again and like take notes or whatever. I don't want to though. Meanwhile, in her secret mad scientist lair, Dina, as she tries to create the perfect man. Oh no, his nose. It's okay. I'll fix your nose. That's random. We talk about the heat. I'm over the UK heat wave. It can get lost back to Australia. Yeah, and you guys don't tend to have central air conditioning, right? So whenever it does get really hot, it's really awful for you guys. So I've heard. It's morning for me, and I'm just lazing in bed before breakfast. Yeah, that's me. I like to lay in bed awake for at least 30 minutes after I've woken up. Oh, here we go, a Tome Dragon. Keep your heat, we're enjoying our cold. Unless the stream, unless the commentary is a stream of sobbing apologies, I don't want to hear it. Yeah. Same. Indie films get weird because studios play it safe with mainstream movies. Yeah, of course. They were scared to even distribute Iron Lung in theaters and wanted to go right to disc and digital. Yeah, originally it was going to have a limited release. I was going to have to drive like 2 hours to go and see it. And then next thing I know, it's in my local theater. Did I finish my drink? Yeah, I did. Throat's getting sore. When you're that much of a regular, Chat and Dina can't remember you not being present in the stream. Yeah. Alexia from Code Veronica. We got Iron Lung in cinemas here, but a limited run. I wasn't able to see it because finances. Ah. You know, there weren't a whole lot of crew who worked on the first Silent Hill movie for Gans that came back for his second one. Ah, I'm not surprised. I didn't admit I would explain a lot. I was not expecting Return to be as bad as it was. I was not expecting it to be good, but I thought it would be at least better than Revelation, and it's debatable which is worst, honestly. It depends on how you look at it. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Sticks. You're probably long gone. I think there was more carryover of the crew from Silent Hill 2006 to Silent Hill Revelation. I actually saw Serenity when it came out. I didn't even know there was a series, but it made sense that there was. I remember wondering what the deal with Melanie Nara was. Yeah, seeing Serenity without having seen Firefly must be weird. Found out that they showed Pyramid Head's face in Return to Silent Hill. What was Gan smoking? Yeah. To think that was a good idea. Frankie, do you remember me? I don't know what that song that's from. They did what in Return to Silent Hill? Yeah, they zoom in on Pyramid Head's into Pyramid Head's helmet, and you can see that James's face is in there, which, like, that is kind of a popular fan theory that Pyramid Head is actually James or whatever, but like, didn't need to be quite so obvious about it. Did Pyramid Head suddenly lift up his helmet to reveal Rick Moranis in glasses saying, "I can't breathe in this thing"? Gans's commentary for the first movie is actually rather banal. Top 5 things Dina hates about Return to Silent Hill. Number 1, everything. The producer commentary is better, more informative and interesting, really. I remember you shared a lot of that during the stream. I now picture Pyramid Head playing with his dolls in between appearances. I actually got talking to an American tourist in a shop a couple months ago. I told him it doesn't usually get this hot over here. Yeah, I've heard that it doesn't normally get that hot, and that's why you all don't normally have air conditioning. Pyramid Head is Darth Helmet. That would have been great. Yeah. We don't have air conditioning because it's not hot enough for long enough. We use fans instead. Yeah. I ended up saying that right before I read that. The problem with heat waves in the UK is the humidity. Damn, it's nearly 3. Okay, as soon as I get caught up on the chat. I love people are doing back-to-back marathons of Project Hail Mary and Iron Lung, 2 space movies, 2 wildly different tones. That's true. No, sir, I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good. I feel like that's a reference to something, but I'm not sure what. It just sounds a little familiar. Return to Silent Hill is bad. It's debatable if it's worse than, like I said, it's debatable if it's worse than Revelations. For the most part, Revelations, it's just like accidentally hilarious, whereas Return to Silent Hill is more of a slog to get through. There is a certain reveal that had me rolling over in my chair. It just made me laugh my ass off. I won't spoil it, but there is one like lol-worthy moment in the movie, but for the most part, as I recall, it's just kind of a slog. Whereas Silent Hill Revelation was more like, you know, so bad it's hilarious kind of thing. Project Bloody Mary. That's a good one. James Pyramid Head, never keep that thing down in front of me. How do I know you're not making faces at me under there? Frankie, Do You Remember Me was an 80s song by Sister Sledge. Oh, I don't remember that, I don't think. I've been avoiding Return to Silent Hill, and still I learn. And the more I learn, the more I dislike. The end of Oak Street today. Oh, Street. Yeah, I think I've heard of that one. I got it. Gan saw the scene in The Empire Strikes Back. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Where Luke beheads Vader in the cave and thought, ooh, subtle. That gives me an idea. I wonder if the creature would enjoy Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Like, guys, I already had zero interest in seeing it. You don't need to sell me on avoiding it. I just feel like any true Silent Hill fan, which Gans claims to be, would know that showing Pyramid Head's face is sacrilege. Yeah, you would think. Oh, that was from Spaceballs? Oh, I really haven't seen that movie in a while. Thank you for the hearts. No, Return to Silent Hill is so bad it's good territory. Is it? I'll have to see it again. I do remember Revelation being a lot more funny, though, for whatever it's worth. Revelation is funny bad, Return to Silent Hill is bad bad. Yeah, that's how I remember it. To be fair, I've only seen Return once so far, so we'll see. Maybe I'll find it funnier on a second viewing. Pyramid Head should lift his helmet to reveal another pyramid. Dun dun dun. So I watched Jacob's Ladder and Session 9, the amount of times I went. So that's where Silent Hill got it from. Kind of became very common. Yep. Silent Hill games tend to borrow from David Lynch movies, too. Pyramids within pyramids like those Russian stacked dolls. Revelations, where Silent Hill 3... There should be that something about the Jacob's Ladder monster. Okay, Living Corpse, thanks for stopping by. Gans is all style and no substance, which is not how you should make a Silent Hill movie. Yeah, exactly. It should be both, really. I would love to see Del Toro's take on Silent Hill. He might make the monsters hot, though. I argue Revelation 3D does its source material, Silent Hill 3, more justice than either of the other 2 movies, both by Gans. I guess that's fair. I mean, none of the movies do a good job of it, but yeah, it probably does better than those two on that one front. Okay, everybody, let me close my reference images here to get them out of the way. Okay, so yeah, I don't think anything's going on next weekend, so I should be back. I should be back streaming next weekend. I may be working on this guy, or I may go back to Cybercats. We'll just see. We'll just see where I'm at. I am a little bit anxious to finish this guy since I've been working on him for so long. So, we'll see. I don't know. But then again, I do only have that one page of Cybercats before I'm done with that scene. And I kind of want to get that done too. So, we'll just see where my mind is at. And whether or not I finished with the dialogue balloons. Del Toro Silent Hill would be the source of many art streams. I remember listening to the watch party. A great deal of it was screaming and grinding metal. Yeah. I don't think Gantz's style is all that great. His visual for the town doesn't look like 100% accurate to the games. I don't know. Guillermo del Toro had that. Talking about Fawn Labyrinth and also Scarecrow Potato Bag on Head was great. I don't know what you're talking about there. That's word salad to me. As far as I know, I'm off next Saturday, so I should be there for the start of the stream next weekend. That's cool. Also, Abstract Daddy in the movie is James's monster because what they did with Angela is stupid. Yeah, and they put Angela's face on it, which made it, like, unnecessarily gross and disturbing. I'm still not sure what they were going with for that because they... I guess I shouldn't spoil it. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, when I was playing Silent Hill Downpour and during the jail part and you had to go into a cell for something, I thought, I know this is a trap and I'm going in anyway. Yup. Oh, the art looks great. Thank you, Flash. Crimson Peak has great visuals and specters. I should watch that. I need to watch more Del Toro movies. Other than Frankenstein, I've only seen, like, Hellboy and... The first Hellboy and the second, Blade. At least you didn't make Murphy walk backwards down corridors? I'm not sure what that's a reference to. Please stop. I avoided the movie for a reason. You can spoil it for me. I have no intention of watching it anyway. Well, my voice is giving out, and I don't have it in me to explain what the big twist was in that movie. Also, whoops. I thought the stream was ending. Well, I'm trying to end. Dumb, but at least Abstract Daddy looked kind of neat in a bloody horror way, I thought. Yeah, I guess so. Sometimes spoilers can save people from suffering through a movie, that's true. Make as fun as a yucky bug movie, The Devil's Backbone is a great ghost story. Okay. Can't Silent Hill 2 makes me depressed for a different reason than the game. You have a good weekend too, George. I was just referencing the old horror trope of characters walking backwards down hallways. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, yeah. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. Like I said, oh, thank you for the hearts. You're welcome, Flash. Thanks for stopping by. Like I said, I should be back next week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I should see you next week. Bye.